cars and consumer goods driving profit at BASF, the world's largest chemicals company by sales, exceeded earnings expectations and says profit will edge higher this year. Chief Executive Kurt Bock joins me now. Kurt, congratulations on the results, pretty strong results there. The thing I want to ask you about first is Ukraine. How is Ukraine impacting your business? We spoke to Henkel a few days ago, and they said they're shuttering operations there. They're not taking any risks, with staff telling them to stay at home. What are you doing over there?
Actually, our first concern is about the safety of our people, and what we did is we shut down our offices in Kiev, and as far as we are now, as of today, our people are safe, and that is really what is important. Apart from that, we are doing a decent business in Ukraine, essentially in agricultural solutions, crop protection, which is a growing market because they are very heavily investing in agricultural industry.
Okay, at the same time, you're heavily invested in emerging markets as well. You're still growing heavily there. There's a lot of volatility happening, there are concerns about tapering. How do you square all this?
We try to do that by being in almost all of those markets, heavily invested. We are the largest chemical investor, non-Chinese, in China. Our business has grown very nicely in 2013. It will continue to grow. We're investing heavily in Asia, but also in South America. And that helps to continue to grow slightly above market, which is our target as a group.
Will Japan and the US be able to basically offset the volatility you're seeing in emerging markets and currencies?
Japan for us has been a big headache in 2013 because of the currency devaluation. That was a real hit for sales, but more importantly for earnings. And that continues going into 2014. North America has developed very, very nicely. It has become an earnings powerhouse for BASF, not only because we have shale gas, which is a much cheaper feedstock, but also because we have improved our operations. And we continue to see good growth in those industries which are important to BASF, namely automotive and construction. Both industries will continue to grow in 2014.
Now, speaking of the US, your peers there have announced share buybacks. Are you planning to revive your share buyback plan?
Actually, we have bought back about 20% of our shares between 1999 and 2008, then when we stopped because of the financial crisis. Currently, we have a heavy investment program underway. We increased CapEx in 2013. It will be at about the same level in 2014. And our foremost goal is to continuously, organically grow BASF in a profitable way. And for achieving that, we need those investments. And then we pay a very handsome dividend. And then I think the money is being spent, frankly. So we are rightly leveraged. There is little money left for buybacks, and we continue to increase our dividend as we did for 2013.
Okay, so let's talk about M&A now. I mean, are you still looking for opportunities, and are they more likely to be bolt-on ones rather than large takeovers?
Over the last couple of years, we have done predominantly smaller and mid-sized acquisitions. The largest one was at about 1 billion euros, and that is about the size we can digest relatively quickly without lots of implementation or integration stress. And you might continue to see these types of investments, which are essentially technology-driven.
Okay, and looking at your latest set of earnings, your profit gain was on the automotive sector, due in part to that sector. In the past, you've said that European markets were okay because of the German car makers and the strength that you're seeing there. Is this still the case? I mean, tell us how that industry is panning out for you.
Europe is still our largest market by far, and the European industry is a very, very important customer to BASF, and for that reason we have every interest that the economy starts to grow again. For us here in Europe, automotive is very important, and we are a large supplier to the, for instance, large, big, and very successful German automotive companies in Europe, but also when they go global, and we want to continue to grow with our customers.
But from what you are seeing from your clients, do you think the automotive sector, the recovery there is taking hold?
The automotive sector, what we see, for instance, in North America, will continue to grow. In Europe, we have seen almost no growth over the last couple of years. That might change, too early to say. What is really important is China. We are, in some parts of our business, the largest supplier to Chinese automotive companies, and they continue to grow very, very successfully, including the non-Chinese automotive companies in China.
Right, thank you very much. We have to leave it there. My thanks to Kurt Bock, the Chief Executive of BASF. Plenty more Chief Executive interviews available on demand on Reuters, including last week's conversation with Henkel boss Kasper Rostedt on how his firm has been handling the crisis in Ukraine. I'm Angeline Ong. This is Reuters.